boys, you know why we're here today. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to tune drag cars in Forza Horizon 5. As you know, I do a lot of drag racing content, and sometimes I even make my own tunes. I am a legendary tuner, so I've made quite a few tunes in this game, mostly top speed, but I still understand how the drag tuning works. This is a pretty basic guide, so if you have no idea how to tune, this is perfect for you. But if you are one of the few people that fully understands tuning and is looking for an extremely advanced guide, this might not be your cup of tea. So let's go ahead and get into it. So first things first, we need a car to show off tuning, and cars that have a lot of tuning options in this game are Fords, in particular Mustangs. So let's just grab a random Mustang here, because this is a general copy paste you can use for almost any car and get a very decent drag tune that's your own and fully customizable on it. Because as you know, that's kind of important. Maybe you're wishing one gear was just a little bit longer. If it's your tune, you can change that. So let's go to upgrades and tuning. And I recommend you always tune on a brand new car for what I'm about to show you. So as you can see, if we go into our upgrades, we already have a few things purchased, and that's for a very specific reason. What I recommend doing, or a little glitch I should say, that makes your life significantly easier and makes you not have to worry about what are the right parts to put on your car, is go find a tuning setup. And as we can see, my friend Car Things here has a nice drag tune for his Mustang. But if you don't have a friend that has a good tune, what you can do is just come over and see, this is the 5-star tune. This is pretty much the best one that exists out there. You can go ahead, download and install it, and then you're gonna pay for all the upgrades that go on this car. Now bear with me, I know this so far isn't making your own tune, but this does help, I promise. Now that you've done that, you're gonna go to custom upgrade, and it's gonna say setup file locked. You're gonna click yes. We're gonna unlock it and completely remove the tune we just put on it. Because now what we've done is we've taken all the parts that tune put on the car, paid for them, so that when we go into engine upgrade, we will already own the best parts that are supposed to go on this tune to max it out for drag racing. This goes for street racing tunes, drift tunes, any other tunes you can use this trick for, as long as it's a new car. Because obviously if you own all of these, it's a little hard to tell which ones they had on there. So now you can go ahead, go through and install everything that tune had installed, which can be a little tedious, I will admit. But it's definitely the easiest way to ensure you are getting the right parts for your car. So bear with me, I'm gonna put the rest of these on and I will see you at the fine tuning. Now, one thing I do wanna mention, something weird Forza does, is it'll tell you which engine the person put in, but it won't necessarily tell you which one of these they put in. So just take a mental note of the total horsepower their tune had, and then depending on that, put on the corresponding part. For me, I had to put on this engine part right here, and then I had to go all the way back and put this one on. So just play around. That might take a little fiddling with, for whatever reason. Forza is weird. And then when you install the setup, it might charge you a little bit, but you should have the exact same performance class and same power and same weight as the other tune had. Now we're gonna get into the custom tuning. And for this part, an old friend, Car Things, has helped me out. He will be linked down below. Make sure you go check out his channel if you want like full in-depth guides on incredibly niche fine-tuning drag cars. Stuff I can't cover because I don't know about, but this is his general guide. If you want just something to remember, copy and paste onto any car, this is what you're gonna do. So for the tire pressure, we're gonna put both of these all the way down. With gearing, just drop all the way, and most of the time this will be good enough. If you're very picky about it, you can adjust any of these, and that is the nice thing about making your own tunes, is you have the freedom. If you feel like your first gear isn't giving you the performance you want, you have the ability to mess with it a little bit and figure out what works best for you. But in general, if you don't want to worry about that, you can just put it all the way down and probably be good. For your alignment, you're gonna set everything to 0 here, and the caster, you're gonna set it up to 7. For anti-roll, make sure everything is set to stiff. For the springs, you're gonna make sure they're all the way towards soft, and the ride height you want all the way up. Now for damping, this setup changes whether you're in all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive. So for rear-wheel drive, if this was a rear-wheel drive car, you would want, first of all, you would want the front and rear on these to be at the lowest they could go, and then both of these you would want to set to 9 right here if you're rear-wheel drive. However, we're in all-wheel drive, so it changes a little bit. For the rear up here, we want this set to 4. And for the front, it's actually going to go up a little bit as opposed to down, and we're going to set it to 10, or Carthing says 9.9. I don't know if it makes any sort of difference. I can't imagine it does, so just right around 10. For aero, if these are unlocked for you, just set them towards speed. Brake, we don't have to touch that whatsoever because we're not stopping. Now for differential, it gets a little tricky. Now these parts look a little tricky, but they're very easy. You're just going to do full acceleration, 0 on the deceleration. And then for the balance here, he says always between 70 to 80. He finds somewhere in there always works for him. If your back tires are spinning a lot and you're closer to 80, drop it closer to 70. If they're not spinning at all though, you can play with it and put it towards 80, and you might even be able to leave it at 80. But just somewhere in this range is the general rule. So I'm going to do 75 for now. And now we can back out and apply it, or if you want to save it, you can go to Setup Manager, save the setup, and upload if you want to make your tune public. And that's it. You've made yourself your very own drag tune that can very well compete with almost any drag tune out there. This is just what we've done with what I've showed you. There's no fine tuning done. And see how we spun just a little bit there? This is an insane drag tune. If you download this drag tune, you would know immediately that, yeah, it's a drag tune. It works very well. You're gonna get very good times, and the nice thing about making your own tunes is you can always play with them, adjust them, and make them a little better. So again, a big shout out to Carthings for knowing everything there is to know about drag tuning in this game. He will be linked below. Make sure you check him out. If you boys enjoyed, make sure you subscribe and like the video. We'll see you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.